Hello boys and girls, here's me and Dylan, looking very cool this morning. So after reading the story, The Snail and the Whale, Dylan has decided that he wants to make a boat. He wants to build a boat. So he said, can we have a go at home with things we have at home? I said, okay, but we want our boat to obviously float on the water. How are we going to know? So me and Dylan have decided we're going to test different materials, whether they sink or float. Okay, and we'd like you to have a go at home too. So let's have a little look. First one he's chosen is kitchen roll. So do you think this one is going to sink or is it going to float? He thinks it's going to float. Right, Miss Bundy's water here. Here we are. That is floating. Oh, look what's happening now, Dylan. So now that the water has got into it, it's actually sunk. So we're going to put that, let's put this over here, with sink. Dylan's going to sit here and watch, so Miss Bundy can show you. Here we go, look. Sink. There we go. Right, what's the next one we're going to try, Dylan? Oh, he's found a line. Do we think this is going to sink or do we think it's going to float? He thinks it's going to sink. Yeah, it's gone under the water. So we'll put that with the sink. Plastic container, sink or float. Sink. That one's on top of the water, so it's float. Float. And he's also found a penny. Sink or float, Dylan? Sink or float, everyone? Ready? Straight to the bottom. Sink. Dylan's watching, he's checking up on them in the right place. Right. Kitchen towel. Sink or float? He thinks it's going to float. It's under the water, so that's sunk. And last but not least, he's found some foil. What do we think? Sink or float? That's on top of the water, so we're going to put that on. Float. Okay. So the ones that we could make our boat out of is a plastic container or the foil, Dylan. But these ones, the kitchen roll, the line, the paper towel and the penny wouldn't be so good. So what we would like you to do is at home, test different materials yourself, okay? And decide which one you think would be best for making a boat.